Welcome back, Bob Vapor Computer Guy. Taking a look at a pretty interesting little tank today. It's built like an RDTA, but it's not. It takes pre-made coils. This is the Aspire Revvo. Alright, so like I said, I keep wanting to call this an RDTA because of the style. You got your juice underneath, you got your cotton and coil over here, and then you got your airflow through the top. Normally that's how an RDTA is made, where it's a rebuildable dripping tank atomizer. You got a tank, you got rebuildable, but it's not rebuildable coils. It takes these coils that taste like a mesh coil. They're really actually tasting pretty good. But let's just drive down to the table, take a look at it, and then I'll tell you what I think about it. Alright, so let's take a look at the Aspire Revvo tank. Alright, packaging comes in, your authenticity, some information about it. There is the 2 mil version for the EU and the 3.6 mil version. This is the 3.6. It comes with 2 coils. They're 0.1 to 0.16. I'm going to look a little further than that. I don't know if that means that one of each or they're just somewhat in that range. I think it might mean they're just somewhat in that range. Glass tube, 10 O-rings. You got plenty of O-rings there, and the tank itself. So we got it in this nice little box. I forgot that other company, aside from Aspire, was using these kind of boxes a lot. I forgot who it was. I just had a whole bunch of that stuff. But anyway, let's take a look here. We got your O-rings. You got one of the coils. Now let's take a look at these coils. So you got a flat disc with your cotton packed in there. And if you look at the other side, a notch coil. Remember the notch coils? I haven't used them in a long time. I wasn't crazy about the flavor. I didn't enjoy them too much. I felt they ramped up very fast and the flavor wasn't too great. So, yeah, so I haven't vaped on this one yet, but we will see, and we'll see how she vapes. It doesn't look like the cotton is really tight packed in there. I don't know how well you can see it, but let's grab something. So, I don't know. Again, this is just first-time observations, but, you know, I don't know. It looks like almost like there's two kinds of cotton, like it's really thin here and then it's packed down tighter once you get up against the disc. I don't know, but we'll find out when we get to it. All right? Let's got extra glass in here, and I'll show you this weird thing they're giving you. But let's get this out of here and take a look. So, an RDTA. All right, you get your juice in the bottom. Up here's your coil, your airflow is on top. It's like an RDA, but your juice sits underneath. Now, you got your airflow on top. Let's look at that. You got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 airflow slots. It really turns smooth. Let's tighten that down first. Really turns smooth here and nice. All right. Aspire Revvo, not very protruding pin on the bottom. Aspire name. All right. Custom drip tip on here. You're not going to be able to put on whatever you want. And when you go to open it up, we got to take this whole top off, I guess. Let's see if we can take that apart afterwards. I just looked at it real quick before. Inside of the top. And then here you go. Look at this. So this is the screw that holds on your coil. So you loosen that. All right. And your coil pops out. And there you go. Now, the thing with this is, if you're familiar with RDTAs, normally you have a little bit of wick hanging down. So when you're holding this in your mod and you're vaping, as you tilt it, you're getting juice onto those wicks. Right? This, since there's nothing hanging down on there, I would think when you vape it, you really got to tilt it quite a bit because you want to get the juice to really saturate the cotton all around that disc. I mean, if it only hits half the disc, it's going to, you know, percolate over to the other side. But I don't know how well that'll work until I start using it. So you can change your disc out there. You can put the screw back on here that holds it down. Take your top. And as you see, air is going to come up. The air is going to come in through the sides here. What it's going to do is it's going to go in through these air slots, okay? And it's going to come down a little bit and come out this inner chamber. Show you what I mean. So your air comes in here, but then it's not going straight across. It looks like it's going to hit this metal and come down a little bit. And that's going to bring it around, okay? So the air is going to come here and come around and then back up to your mouth. So when this is on here, it's going to hit that chamber as this is vaporizing the juice, and the vapor is coming right up along the side of here. That air is going to be coming around it, down, and then back up. All right. Okay, so there you go. Pretty interesting design. I was impressed with these coils. I've never liked that type of coil. I just found that they heated up too fast and the flavor wasn't great. This has been surprisingly working very well. The flavor on it's been really good. It's been lasting over a week with no reduction in flavor on the coils. Everything about it's been nice. The airflow control on the top is nice and smooth and easy to adjust. I've been enjoying it both completely open and a little closed and finding different ways. You know, it's been good. It's been good every way I use it. The only downside, which is again has not come up, but you know, yeah, you juice in the bottom. If you like to vape like this, you're going to have a problem where it's not going to wick. But as long as you're doing normal vaping where you're tilting it a little bit, the juice is going to hit that cotton. And that's what I was worried about, is that it wasn't going to wick fast enough because there are no wicks hanging down into the tank. But I've had zero problems, zero dry hits, zero problems with it wicking. Filling it up is super easy. That top centerpiece in there just pushes down. So you put your bottle in there, you push it down a little bit, squeeze, juice goes right into the tank, you let it up, and you're done. So you can't use this really with, I guess you could stick a glass bottle dripper in there, push it down and do it, and it might work, but it works perfectly with, you know, Gorilla style bottles or anything that has like a needle nose, not needle nose, you know, this would be a needle nose tip, but anything that has one of these kind of plastic tips on it like you saw in a standard Gorilla bottle. Like I said, flavor on it's been great. These kind of coils, the only thing I notice is if you leave it sitting there for a while, you'll get, I guess, juice just saturates, you know, comes out of the cotton, maybe sits on the metal a little bit, and the first hit might give a pop. So if I come down in the morning and I pick this up, I fire it for a second first. You heard that pop? Okay. And I do that. I've actually put it to my mouth and vaped it, not forgetting about that, and it's never popped into my mouth. It's never hurt or had a hot spit back or anything. It's just something that seems to happen in the tank, but no problems. Once that's done in the morning, no problems at all. Lots of vapor, great flavor. I've been mainly using this Sure Burst juice in here, which is a nice sweet juice. The flavor's been coming through good, and it's been very enjoyable. I would say there's no cons to this. I have no problems with it. It holds 3.6 mils of juice. It's a 24 millimeter tank at the base by 45 millimeters high. You get the two coils, which they rate at 0.1 to 0.16, so I guess they can fluctuate is why they're doing that. Mine is at a 0.13 right now. All right, if you can see that, which I'm vaping at 85 watts. This is the Joy E-Tech Espion. I just thought it went nice and good on there. Nice, simple, square, kind of, you know, rectangle-y mod, and it just vaped great. I've been using this for quite a while. I took this to Northeast Vape Expo at Foxwoods in Connecticut over the weekend, and I've still been vaping on it, and I've been very happy with it. So this was sent in by SourceMore.com directly for the purposes of review. It's going for $30 on their site right now. I'm going to put a link below to them to where you can get it on there. I don't know what the coils are going for. They don't have the coils on here yet, so I'm assuming this is really new and they just don't have the coils for it, so I don't know how expensive they are. But I gotta say, for these coils, a week in and still having just as good flavor as day one, I rarely find that. All right, for me, it's usually the taste goes down pretty quick after the first 3 or 4 or 5 days. That's just my notice on most coils. A lot of people say, oh, 2 weeks and I'm still enjoying it. Maybe. I don't really find that with much. This coil has been doing that with no problems on there. I haven't even gone into the second one and it's been over a week. I've been enjoying it. Really nice. So there you go. That is the Aspire Revvo. Some people may say Revvo, but it's R-E-V-V-O, so I'm going to say Revvo. 3.6 milliliter with arc and top airflow tank, standard version stainless steel. That's the full description. Find it in the link below. Comment, share, like, thumbs up, click the bell, whatever else, spin around on one leg. I don't care. Do all that stuff, you know. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.